Joyceline, how much money could this be worth to Scotland?
Well, if you look at the last period of funding for colleges and for universities, you see that Scotland received over £500 million of funding for research and development in our universities. There's a 30% increase in the funding going forward, which we fought really hard for, and that's despite an overall cut in the EU budget of £30 billion. So there's tremendous opportunities to build on that success story in future because of the increased funding.
What could this mean for Scotland? What's it worth in terms of research and potentially for jobs?
Well, it's hugely important for the research sector in Scotland. Historically, we've done really, really well out of it. For every pound the UK puts in, we get £1.40 back in research and development funding from Europe. Scotland has done particularly well. Edinburgh area, for instance, is in the top 10 for participating in higher education funding. I visited, for instance, the Scottish Regenerative Medicine Centre, which received a huge amount of funding from the European Union, and that created many, many top-class jobs, but it's also cutting-edge research that will develop some of the great, hopefully patented products for the future that will benefit the Scottish economy.
And there are streams of this funding directed in different directions, so the likes of research for industry and also renewables come high up the list. How well does that fit into Scotland's agenda right now?
Oh, it fits in absolutely with Scotland's agenda. We have the potential to be the renewable energy capital of Europe. What we need is investment in research and development to make sure we unlock that potential. This new funding has the potential to go in and make sure we can realise the potential in the future, and I hope that we participate as much as we possibly can.
And just lastly on that point, unlocking that money means match funding from the Scottish Government or from the UK Government. How keen are you to see that? How likely is that to be forthcoming in these difficult times?
Well, I think it's always a priority. If we're going to try and recover our economy, to try and get growth going, we have to invest in research and development and unlocking the new industries of the future, the new green industries. This is the seed funding that will allow that to happen. I am sure that both the Scottish and the UK governments will make sure that they put the match funding in place to realise that potential of unlocking new jobs, new growth and new R&D opportunities.